so I've recently got recommended to watch an anime named Corpse Party from a guy I chat with in person, and said anime also came up in a group conversation with another buddy who's passionate about animation. After diving into the first episode, I'm excited to share my thoughts on the standout moments that really caught my attention. In essence, it's a gory anime with a mystery element, similar to Blood Sea, which is also a gory series but features more action. Both anime have just one season with a limited number of episodes. After hearing about this, I dove into a quest for this anime on a site called 9anime. They had it in sub, but to my dismay, no subtitles, just my luck. So, I hopped over to another site, and guess what? Same deal. While it was in sub, at least this time they had subtitles, but keeping up with the reading was a challenge for me. Frustrated, I decided to type anime dub into Google, and lo and behold, I struck gold on YouTube. It felt like I'd uncovered a hidden treasure. As the scene unfolds, the school looms in shadow, casting an intriguing aura. Typically, those lingering after school hours are buried in assignments, engaged in volunteer work, or serving detention. Yet, this group breaks the mold, gathered in a classroom where laughter echoes as they spin tales of the supernatural. With a spark of mischief, they soon shift gears, diving into a haunted game that promises thrills and chills. But in this anime, after everyone finishes playing, something strange happens. The scene suddenly shifts, and only 2 pupils are left in a dark classroom, which makes everything feel really creepy. What could have possibly gone wrong? Both Seiko and Naomi wakes up in a class together, allowing me to observe their personalities in action. Seiko has an adorable voice and a sweet demeanor that makes her seem angelic, thanks to her kindness. In contrast, Naomi's voice is more professional, and she tends to get straight to the point, giving her a more no-nonsense attitude. There are moments when she seems a bit annoyed with Seiko's unseriousness. However, she does maintain her patient's cohesion until Naomi finds herself wandering off on her own, and as soon as Seiko is left alone, eerie things begin to unfold. First, she realizes she can't move, trapped in place, but we hear her own thoughts echoing in her mind. Then, the atmosphere thickens with strange occurrences. Blood appears mysteriously in different spots, and a chair shifts as if pushed by unseen hands. Despite being stuck in bed, she can still blink and open her mouth, but when she looks around, she sees everything from an unsettling angle, 180 degrees upside down. What she witnesses chills her to the bone. It seems like a dark ritual with invisible figures is taking place right before her eyes. A shadowy figure with purple eyes looms above Mia, but just in time, Seiko voiced screams yelling for Naomi, breaking the spell of the sleep paralysis-like state that held Naomi captive. This moment grants Mia the opportunity to flee the room, where she finds safety. However, when she approaches Seiko, instead of expressing gratitude, Naomi lashes out in anger, accusing her of almost getting her killed for not returning sooner. I was taken aback, expecting her to be thankful, especially since Seiko's voice had ultimately provided her with a chance to escape, but I guess there was more to it. Seiko is heartbroken and flees in disbelief. I empathize with her because, like Naomi, I dislike being yelled at, especially when I'm trying to help someone like Seiko. After that incident, Naomi later discovers Seiko hanging in a toilet room, barely clinging to life. In a state of frantic urgency, Naomi desperately searched for a way to rescue Seiko, who was dangling helplessly from the rope around her neck. If I were in Naomi's shoes, I would have thought of a clever solution right away. I would have knelt down my back beneath Seiko's legs, creating a makeshift platform for her to step on. This would allow her to push her legs against my back, lifting herself up and freeing her neck from the noose. However, Naomi overlooked this simple idea, causing precious seconds to slip away as she struggled to think of another way to help her friend. I find it hard to believe that she took her own life simply because she was upset. Given the eerie appearance of the ghostly figure we saw before and after, I wonder if there might be more to her story. To me, it seems possible that her death could have been a murder disguised as a suicide. I've experienced deep sadness from others being unkind, yet I've never resorted to such an extreme action, which makes me question whether her situation was truly a suicide. However, none of that holds significance, as she ultimately dies, leaving Naomi in tears.